Some books are dangerous.
You don't know what you're getting yourself into, Mr. Corso. Get out before it's too late.
I'm afraid it already is.
Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the Pop Corner and welcome back to the another episode of Cult Classic Sundays, the series where I watch a cult classic movie every Sunday for the very first time, suggested by you guys, and share my thoughts about it. And after this week's poll, you guys voted for The Ninth Gate, and that's the movie I watched today, and we are going to talk about that. The Ninth Gate is a 1999 mystery thriller genre movie directed by Roman Polanski. It is based on a novel which came out in 1993 called The Club Dumas by Arthur Perez Reverte. In the main cast of this movie, we have Johnny Depp, Frank Langella, Emmanuel Signal, Lena Olin, James Russo. If you guys don't know anything about the movie, it follows a rare book dealer, Dean Corso, played by Johnny Depp, who is hired by a wealthy collector to authenticate a mysterious book called The Nine Gates of the Kingdom of Shadows. So with that said, let's talk about the movie. First of all, I have to admit something. I think this is actually the first Johnny Depp movie I have ever watched other than the Pirates of the Caribbean films. And the reason is I am not a big fan of Johnny Depp. I know saying that will probably offend a lot of Johnny Depp fans, but it is true. Before this, I have never really explored his filmography outside of Pirates of the Caribbean. So with that said, now let's talk about the things that I like in The Ninth Gate. The first thing that I really liked is how depictively simple this movie is. If you look at the plot from the top, it is basically a guy investigating a rare book. That's it. But the deeper you go, the more details you start noticing. This is one of those movies where the director hides clues everywhere. In fact, if you are paying close attention to the opening credits of the movie, the opening credits themselves hint at where the story is eventually going. There were so many small details and visuals throughout the movie that makes it more rewarding after you finish it and started thinking about it. Another thing that I enjoyed was that the movie was unintentionally funny at times. I know it is supposed to be a serious mystery thriller, but some moments genuinely made me laugh. The scene where Liana attacks Corso after their intimate encounter was really hilarious, genuinely. Johnny Depp's reaction, the screaming, the chaos, and the fact that he is trying to defend himself while he was wearing his pant knee down. And that was an unexpectedly funny moment that I didn't saw coming. I also laughed every time where Corso was trying to run away from the black dude who was everywhere, who was there to hit him, and the way Corso was terrified of him, and the way he was running every time he sees his face, it was genuinely funny. But beside all that, what fascinated me the most was the green-eyed girl. She was with Corso for the most of the film. She repeatedly saves his life, guides him, protects him, and helps him to solve the mystery. And yet we never learn who she really is. But when I looked into the original novel, I discovered one of the biggest difference between the book and the movie. In the novel, her name is Irene Adler, and she strongly suggested that she is an fallen angel who existed on Earth for hundreds of years and she was waiting for Corso. The movie removed that explanation completely and leaves her identity open to interpretation. Is she really a fallen angel or a demon or a servant of Lucifer or Lucifer herself? The movie never answers that question. Personally, I like the fallen angel interpretation because it explains why she constantly appears whenever Corso is in danger and why she seems to be guiding Corso toward the Nine Gate. It almost feels like Corso was the chosen one all along before the story even began. Another detail that I found about this movie after watching it, when I was researching for the review, I really found an interesting thing that involves the castle at the end of the movie. The so-called Devil's Tower from the finale is actually a real castle in France called Chateau de Pauvet. I think I am pronouncing the name right, but if I am wrong, sorry for that. What is fascinating about this is that the location has historically connection to the Chatras, a religious group was accused by the medieval Catholic Church for heresy, occult practice and devil worship. I don't know whether those accusations were true or not, but it is a really clever choice by Roman Polanski to use a real life location that already has centuries of dark legends surrounding it about devil worshipping. I thought that was a brilliant touch. Now let's talk about the ending. My personal interpretation is that the ninth gate is not actually the gate of hell. I think it is the gate of enlightenment. I think this because Boris Balkan and also the member of the cult that Liana was leading, they were all after immortality and endless power and supernatural abilities. But Corso wasn't after that, and that is why I think Balkan wasn't the chosen one. That is why he died. I know that Corso wasn't a saint, but he was not upset with power either. He was simply following the mystery. He was trying to solve it. And when the gates finally opens, we don't see fire or destruction. We see light. To me, that light symbolizes knowledge and enlightenment rather than damnation. That's why I think Corso succeeded where Balkan fails. So guys, these were the things that I really enjoyed in the movie, and these are the things that I think the movie was trying to tell us. Now let's talk about the negative part of the movie. And honestly, I have only one negative thing to say about this movie. And that is not about the story of the movie, the direction or the acting or the screenplay. It is not about that. There's a small production mistake during the scene where Boris attacks Liana in the end. If you look closely at the book stand, you can actually see a string attached to that book stand which was used to pull it over when Balkan and Liana were struggling there. It was one of those little filmmaking mistakes that somehow made it into the final cut. Once I noticed it, I couldn't unseen it. I played it again and again, and there was really a string attached to that book stand. Other than that, I genuinely enjoyed the movie. I don't have anything negative to say about it. The Johnny Depp was great, atmosphere was fantastic, and mystery kept me invested throughout the movie. It is not a fast-paced movie, but if you enjoy detective stories, occult mysteries, and mysteries that leaves you thinking about it even after the movie is over, then I think The Ninth Gate is definitely a worth watch for you guys. So guys, these were my thoughts on The Ninth Gate. If you have seen the movie, let me know what you guys thought about it when you first watched it, or what your interpretation of the ending is. And don't forget to leave your suggestion for the next week's Cult Classic Sundays episode in the comment box below. So guys, that's all in this video. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care.